What's going on? Thanks for checking in. I'm here with the one and only Doc Sydney, our physical therapist. Today we're gonna go over our new assessment process that all of our athletes that train in-house are doing. And today we got the one and only Skylar Wallace. So Skylar just finished up in the World Series. They took down Oklahoma once, but they can't get him twice, unfortunately. At the end of the day, she got drafted 6th overall pick for AU, and she made the USA team, so that's what we're prepping her to get ready for. So not only are we gonna see Skylar's own asymmetries and how she's reacting off these new tests, but we're gonna build a database that we can use for all the softballers in the area, because why? They all wanna be like Skylar Wallace. So what better way to see is to see how your numbers match up against hers. So, Doc Sydney, go ahead, talk a little bit about what we're gonna do today.
So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a full body assessment. We're gonna number one screen, kind of looking at big things. Is there anything big injury-wise that she's coming off a season that we need to address before she goes and plays for USA team? So we're gonna go from head to toe. We're looking at a movement assessment, we're looking at a shoulder assessment, and also kind of like a plyometric movement, like jump assessment. Biggest thing for her is we're gonna look at asymmetries, look at a baseline, and then we're gonna know where to build from there.
With these force plates that we do, we're partnering up with Vald. They're really good. They show us, how she reacts with the ground, her RSI, so her ability to react off the ground, and her overall force output, and like she said, the asymmetries. Finding asymmetries early on in an off season is one way that you can prevent any serious injuries from happening, throughout the season.
A lot of the stuff that we are doing is being able to carry it over into her playing. So things that we're measuring here is gonna translate. So like a single leg hop, like a hop in that frontal plane. These are all gonna translate into how she's playing and how she's moving and how can we improve that and make that better.
So every good training plan, right, starts with a bulletproof assessment. We need to figure out what's going on under the hood before we start training. So that's one thing that separates us here, and I think why we have so much success is because it's tailored down. We make sure we're giving our athletes exactly what they need. So if you want to see how your numbers stack up against the one and only Skylar Wallace, this is one you're not going to want to miss. Stay tuned, check it out. She's lean. Look at that, 10%, baby. Tell him.
Flat, on the dot. That's what I'm talking about.
Home now. She is lean as fuck. She's too lean.
Mm-hmm.
All that
Okay,
info
socks and
practice.
shoes go back on, and then we'll just hop on the bike real quick. Okay, so give me the rundown. Any injuries, literally head to toe.
Obviously right now, wrist
Okay.
hurting. I jammed this finger up. We think it's like a bone bruising finger.
Which finger?
It's my ring finger.
Okay.
I've had to wrap that all of the end, pretty much the end of the season. Besides that, I think it's just really bad bone bruises. And then I never had time to rest it, so the impact of everything was still hurting it.
And those are both, one was impact, one was jam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is impact. I mean, just
Derby. How does it go from here? Oh, Parker, gapper. That's got a chance. Off the base of the wall. She turns and heads for second to throw. And put in a pinch runner. And there you see the collision. Oof.
Biggest thing I'm worried about with Ella is her head. You watch when that gets hit. That's the biggest.
After further.
Yeah.
I feel like it is. I've had a few shoulder things, but nothing crazy. It's just
overused,
tiredness. I haven't really had any other injuries, significant
Which shoulder?
injuries. My throwing shoulder, right arm.
Right arm. And then, so you throw right, bat left, and then shortstop. And then you're going in playing professional. Do you know what team yet?
No, the AU league, but I
AU,
don't have
okay.
a team. I'm also playing for USA, if you want to say that.
So when is your next game, tournament, practice, anything?
The 26th is when we start practice back up.
July or June?
June. Huh?
Okay, so goal is number one, clean up wrist and hand and everything, get that feeling 100%
Yep.
before then. Okay, anything else? What's your goal? What do you want to get out of this?
To be able to use my body correctly and efficiently.
So, How this is gonna flow, we're literally gonna do a head to toe screen.
Okay.
We're gonna look at side to side for asymmetries.
Okay.
Biggest thing that we wanna look for is there something really big from right side versus left side that's gonna leave you more at risk for injury.
Okay.
We wanna close that asymmetry down, make you a little bit more athletic, even though you're already super athletic as is.
Yeah.
But if we can make you like 1% better, that's gonna make you a better softball player at the end of the day. That's
Absolutely.
the goal, right?
Yeah.
This is also just baseline testing. So we're gonna look at like plyo stuff, leg, arm, trunk, everything.
All
so
of
that's
it.
literally everything. This is baseline information. Once we get kind of this is where we're gonna, okay, this is our starting point. How can we make you better from here? Okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, jump off the bike.
God, I hate the bike. Thank God.
Okay, so we're gonna stand over here. We're just gonna face the wall just to kind of give us like a starting point. Our hips are gonna be pointing towards the wall. We're gonna go C-spine, T-spine, L-spine, just kind of screening. So we're gonna bring our chin down to our chest, and then we're gonna look all the way back up.
Okay.
Okay? So,
I need to get up against the wall?
no, just
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
Just kind of like giving you a point to where your hips are pointing. Okay, go down. Good. Then all the way back up. Good. Look straight ahead again. And any pain with any of this, just let me know, okay? This is kind of just like a screen. Look over your left shoulder. Good. Look over your right shoulder. So here I'm just looking, is everything symmetrical, right? Is it looking the same side to side, or is there anything that's like big that I'm like, hey, we gotta kind of address this? Okay, look straight ahead. Bring your left ear down to your left shoulder. Good. Come back up. Right ear down to right shoulder. Good. Come back up. Okay, nice. Next, I'm gonna hand you this. So we're gonna stay facing this way. We're gonna cross our arms across our chest like this. Our hips are gonna be still pointing at that wall. We're gonna rotate over one side and then the other. So we're looking at T-spine mobility, but I want that dissociation. So I don't want your hips to move. I just want you kind of moving mid-back. Good. So a little bit of movement on that one. Try and lessen it. That's better. Good. I'm gonna put my hands here just for a cue. Go to the left again. Good. So this is really good for looking at dissociation, right? The more control that we have, the more power we can build out of it. There you go. Nice job. Good. So that was equal from side to side. Just a little bit of that cue for that hip. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at low back. So you're gonna stand here, knees straight. Hands are gonna go on your thighs. You're gonna slide down your legs. You're gonna go down, touch your toes, and then come all the way back up. I'm gonna follow along on your spine.
Okay.
Good. And then come back up. Biggest thing here, can you touch your toes? Are you having any compensations, right? Okay, next, so you're gonna face me. Hands are gonna go on the outside of your thighs. You're gonna kind of slide down to one side, and then come back up and slide down to the other side. Biggest thing here, don't lean forward. It's just like a tipping over. Good, nice job. And I'm looking here, is it the same side to side? So are you getting to that same point? Good, nice job. Okay, next, hands are going on your hips, and you're just gonna bend backwards. Good, any pain or issues? No, good. Okay, next, facing this way, thumbs are up. You're gonna go up into shoulder flexion 2 times, going up overhead, and then you're gonna do like a snow angel 2 times. I'm gonna follow along on your shoulder blades. And go. Good. 2, nice. And then to the side. 1, good. 2, nice job. Okay, no issues with that. All right, let's go in the room. Let me screen. So I'm gonna just look at your shoulders on your back, head this way, feet this way. I'm gonna screen shoulders, and then I'm just gonna look at your wrists kind of quick, just to make sure. So because you, because you hit and you throw different sides, I really want to see a lot of symmetry between this, but also it's really important for both of these shoulders to kind of feel equal too. So I don't like want one side kind of being better than the other. How's that?
Tight.
Yeah. And that's just like subscap in there that's kind of holding it down, which we can
I
work
doubt
on.
this one's gonna be able to go as far.
Oh yeah.
And just after so many days throwing in a row, this one like gets super tight in the back, and my lats are really bad.
Yeah. So here.
Yep.
That's
that and my
subscap.
pec.
Yeah, this is what's restricting it. Okay, now move it around.
Oh my God.
That one's really brutal, but really good. And then sit up. And let me look at your wrist. Okay, so this one, I know we kind of looked at this a little yesterday.
Yeah.
So this finger,
Yep.
any pain here?
Mm-mm.
Any pain with this?
More on that wrist spot.
Right on that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Out here?
Mm-mm. Just that inside.
Okay. Bring your hand out like this. Try and extend and bring that finger up like that. Don't let me push. Anything there?
Definitely uncomfortable, but not like pain.
Okay. Spread them. Don't let me pull these two together.
That one hurts.
Don't let me pull these two together.
Not as bad.
Not as bad. Okay, relax. I mean, jam's tricky because it's like really, you just want to get it moving, loosen up everything kind of, umbilicals and everything kind of in between to give it more space. Did you feel like you jammed your wrist, or was it just kind of like the hand and finger?
Well, like I did the finger, and then like I realized my wrist was like really sensitive and like weak in a sense. It wasn't like painful, so we started just wrapping them all together to kind of help it and like stabilize it. And then I had that collision. And then like a couple days later, like we came back, and I was like, I was like driving. I was like, my wrist like really hurts. I like moved, and I was like, whoa, like that hurt.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I mean, I was already done at that point, so I was like, whatever.
Okay. And then what did you do yesterday? You lifted and stuff?
Yeah.
Was it fine?
It was, yeah, I mean, like when I'm sitting like on a push-up like this and a lot of like pressures on it, like I can feel it, but
Where
it's
do
not
you
like
feel it?
painful. Just that one spot right
still
here.
that one spot.
Yeah.
Nothing here though?
Not really.
Okay, good. Perfect. So this
I didn't hit or anything though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If
That
the finger-
velocity will definitely kind of like irritate it. Yeah, that's kind of like bone bruise. We gotta let it calm down a little bit. But this
Only
is
thing that
definitely
bothers,
getting
like
better.
that worries me is I've broken these 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I guess if it's an injury. I mean, it's been like years. So like I just didn't know if I like hairline fractured it again, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to like really move or put any pressure if I had broke it. Yeah.
Or close chain. Like if you can't kind of like put all your body weight on it,
Yeah.
then I'd be concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually like it swelled, like last time it swelled up right away.
Yeah.
This one didn't do that, so I was like, okay, maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah, most likely just like a jam.
Okay.
We can address this and kind of look at it a little bit further after. But yeah, I don't think, and the fact that like I've been moving it around too, and you're not like jumping off the table.
Yeah.
Because I can put like my hands are on the top and bottom of it, and I'm moving it.
Right.
But it's definitely something we gotta kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah. I just don't want it to be like a nagging thing.
No.
Continue to
Right.
bother me.
No, we need to like take care of this before June 26th. Okay, so next we're gonna go into the gym. We're gonna start on the force plates, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna do is just a squat. So nothing crazy or fancy, just stand on them facing me, go down, come back
Arms
up.
out.
You can do
Whatever.
arms wherever.
Okay.
And then count like 1, 2, 3, then do another one.
Okay.
Biggest thing, just try and keep your feet kind of centered in those plates.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Good. Good, nice job. Okay, step off. So that one's just gonna kind of look at asymmetry side to side with like kind of an easy squat. Next, we're gonna go right into a jump. So we're gonna do a counter movement jump.
Okay.
With this, we're looking at stretch shortening cycle. So hands are gonna go on your hips. You're gonna load down whatever distance you want. Load down, jump up, come back. Okay. You're gonna do 2. So do 1, take like 1, 2, 3, and then do another one.
So I can like stick it and then hold it for a second, and then be done. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, count like 3 before you go to your next one. That way we can just count as 2 separate things.
Okay.
Biggest thing here, right? We want to look at that quickness of that like down, up, and we want to look at that vertical.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Stand on it. It's going to weigh you. And hands have to stay on your hips for this one. Good. Just try and land a little bit more centrally on the plates. Perfect. Good.
Oh.
Good. Counted. Got it.
Worked.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so your next one, we're gonna do a single leg hop, okay?
Oh,
For
God.
this one, so it's gonna look at single leg plyo movement, and not just like statically, so you're not going anywhere. So biggest thing with this, stand on it, it's gonna weigh you, and then whichever side you wanna go first, you're gonna do 2 jumps on each side.
Okay.
So whatever side, say right side, do a hop, relax, do another one, relax, and then switch sides, okay? Same thing, you are kind of going for vertical, but I also want control.
Quick. Okay.
Okay, step on it. Okay, go ahead, whichever side you want to start with first. Good, and you don't have to have your hands on your hips this time. Good, switch over to the other side. Good.
Whoa.
You got it, come on. Good. Okay, next one is another single leg jump, but it's in the frontal plane, so it's side to side. So we're
Okay.
gonna go from plate to plate. Biggest thing here is I want control. Don't worry about speed, and it's not about height. It's literally about control. So weigh yourself, pick your foot up. You're going there, back, put both feet down, then switch sides.
Okay.
So especially for you, shortstop, that lateral motion is really important. This will kind of give us a good picture of it. Okay, go ahead. Good, put both feet down, switch sides. Good, perfect. Okay, last thing, we're gonna do a depth drop. Have you done like a drop jump or?
Yeah.
So for this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at that like eccentric landing, right? We want it to be nice and equal. So we're gonna do one each way. So one with that right side hanging off,
Yep.
and then one with that left side hanging
Okay.
off. So right side's hanging off, I'm falling, catch up, back down.
'Kay.
And then get back up there.
Just
and do
one
the
each
other
side?
Yep, just one each side. The biggest thing here is just try and land a little bit more centrally in those plates.
Okay.
Okay, right side off first. Good, back up. Good, nice job. Okay, perfect. All right, last thing with the plates, we're gonna do like a mid-thigh iso pull. So this one's gonna be power. Okay, so we'll come over here.
This is where I'm about to perform, baby.
So biggest thing here is feet are gonna be on the plates. We're pulling up to these. We're gonna have mixed grip.
Yep.
Shoulders back, knees bent. Don't extend your knees and don't lean back with this, okay? So you're gonna grab onto it. I'm gonna hand it to you once it weighs you. Once you grab it, 3 seconds as hard as you can, pull straight up into that, and then relax, I'll take it from you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
You ready? And go, 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 go. Good, and relax, nice job. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go into the next room. Okay, I'm assuming you've done a Nordic hamstring curl.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be mad at me for this.
Uh-oh, this is where it all breaks down.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this, how I want it, knees here, and then hook this around each ankle.
Yep.
These are gonna move a lot.
Yep.
That's fine. Key is to drive straight up into them, okay?
Okay.
Hips are forward, arms are crossed when you're coming down, so you're nice and controlled. Catch yourself, don't hit your face. You're gonna do 2.
Okay.
Remember, low and slow. Slow, slow, slow. Good. I'll reset these. Okay. Hips forward, hips forward. There you go. Drive up, 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 up. Nice. Good job. Okay.
Oh,
Done.
I hate those so much.
I know. I've never met anybody who likes them. Okay, next one. So we're gonna look at shoulder strength next, okay? So how we're gonna do it is we're gonna do a different kind of test. We're gonna do flexion, so arm right out like this. I'll measure to make sure like this is okay for you. We're gonna drive up as hard as we can for 3 seconds, okay?
Okay.
I don't want this motion. I just want us at the top and range of it,
Okay.
So drive up 3 seconds, switch sides, drive up 3 seconds, and then we'll go into scaption. And I'll
Okay.
measure that. And then we'll go on the floor and we'll do internal, external.
This is
So
cool.
grab this.
Not a good idea to do arms yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Shoulder's about to be weak.
So all you have to do is like 3 seconds of like as much like all out strength,
Come on, shoulder.
right? You can do it. Okay, so we'll go right side then left side. All right, you ready? Have that right side up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good, and relax. Good, other side. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Go, 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 go. Good, and relax. Nice job. Okay, next we're gonna go into scaption. So scoot to your left. So now we're kind of looking at shoulder strength in that scapular plane. So bring it straight out in front of you to start. I'm gonna measure 40 degrees, abduction. Okay, so for here, instead of letting it pull you back in when you tension it, drive straight up in this plane. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Keep that elbow locked and relax. Good. So scoot to your right. Good. Start with your arms straight out in front of you. Nice. And come out to here. Good. Same thing. Drive straight up into that plane. Ready? And go. Nice. And relax. Nice job. Okay. So stand up. Hold on to that. So now we're going to lay down. So we're going to be on our back.
Like this
Feet
way?
this way. So we're gonna do internal rotation. Elbow is gonna be in line with shoulder at that 90-90, and we're just gonna pull down.
Okay.
Don't lift your head up from the ground, and don't lift your elbow up from the ground, okay?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Good, and relax. Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Good. Nice job. Okay, now external rotation, so flip, feet go in towards the rack. Okay, now pulling back hard as you can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good, and relax. Switch sides, come onto the side. So let go.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Good, and relax. Okay, last thing with the technology, we're gonna do grip string. So elbow's gonna be at 90-90, and you squeeze as hard as you can, okay? Right side first, and then we'll do left side.
You ready for this?
Ready, and go. Good, and relax.
About broke it.
I know, watch out. Okay, ready, and go. Good, and relax. Okay, we'll go over all of this at the end. So we have a couple more things to do. Okay, now we're gonna come over here. Do you see where these white tape marks are?
Yep.
Okay, so kind of angle your body this way, turning, facing this way. So your hands are gonna be right inside those white tape marks. You're gonna be in a high plank position. You're gonna be there for 15 seconds.
Okay.
For those 15 seconds, I want you tapping from one hand to the other hand. So not shoulder, but hand to hand. Trying to stay as stable as possible.
Okay.
So this is gonna look at that core stability and kind of like closed chain shoulder strength. Okay, ready? And go. Good, nice job. Can you keep your hips a little bit more still? There you go. Good. Good, and done, nice job. Okay, next, shoes come off. All right, so you're gonna give me 3 single leg heel raises. So 1, 2, 3, and then switch sides. Good. Nice, other side. Nice. Okay, single leg squat, 1 each side. I don't care if you go pistol or skater, just go as low and controlled as you can. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, coming over here, we're gonna look at closed chain ankle dorsiflexion.
Ankle's about to be popping.
It's actually a pretty sick hat.
Thanks, just got it.
So we're gonna come here. So I want you to get your big toe in line with that 5, because that's 5 inches away from the wall. So that's kind of our goal where I want you to be.
Okay.
Your heel has to stay down on this foot, and I'm gonna drive my knee to touch the wall. If my heel's coming up and I can't reach, I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit, and that's kind of gonna be where we're at, okay? So start with that right side, big toe in line with the 5. Good, drive your knee to touch the wall. Okay, scoot forward. There you go, okay, 3, nice, other side. So ideally we want 5. This is an area that if we improve, we can kind of improve on everywhere else, like jumping, running, squatting.
Is this like hips?
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's
this is how, right, this is closed chain ankle dorsiflexion. So whenever you kind of go into that low loaded position. So this is, we improve this. This is an area that can kind of impact a lot. Okay?
I was 3 on that side too, yeah.
Okay. So at least you're equal, but we can make that better.
Yeah.
All right, shoes back on. We're gonna do a broad jump, and then we're done. Okay, so toes are gonna go right in line there. So you're gonna do your broad jump as far as you can. 2 rules. Number 1, stick the landing. Number 2, don't land with your feet kind of wild.
Okay.
Okay? Good. Good job. Okay, step away. Good. 7 feet, 3 inches. Nice. Done.
Only one jump?
1 and done.
All right, let me just do it for fun. Oh!
That was
7, like 6.
7.
Yeah.
We're counting 7-3. Okay, let's talk. What we want to look at, kind of recap at the end. Number 1, asymmetries, right side versus left side. Okay, again, we want to do things that are going to kind of find things that we can decrease the asymmetries to leave you less at risk for injury. Okay, also make you all around better athlete, especially because you hit and you throw different arms,
yeah.
you have to be really symmetrical. Okay?
Yeah.
So the goal is 6% or less, okay? 10% or less isn't bad, but 6% or less is what we're gonna target and we'll go for, okay? So for shoulder flexion, that's the one going straight up, we're at 8.1% asymmetry. So we need to bring that down a little bit.
Okay.
So left side leading right. It's nothing's really worrying me because you are both sides, okay? Shoulder scaption, 1.7, that's perfect. That's what we're gonna see, okay? And then again, with these numbers, the one thing that when we do retest, what I do wanna see is this improve, because that means peak force, that means strength improved, okay? So that'll be what we're gonna look for next time.
Okay.
So scaption's good. Shoulder internal rotation, 19.3, that's not good.
Yeah.
We knew that based on kind of movement and me just screening shoulders, you're limited in that rotation.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have as much strength because you don't have that full movement.
Right.
So that's something we definitely have to improve and kind of capitalize on. Shoulder external rotation, 7.7. That's still a little high, not terrible though. So for an overhead athlete, that's super important that we bring that down lower, okay? And hand grip, 15.6. So that right side stronger, your right hand like
dominant,
right-handed,
yeah.
So that's not uncommon, but we can bring that lower.
Yeah.
Single arm exercises, grip stuff, that'll kind of clean all
Yeah.
this up. Okay?
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. Unilateral stuff will clean this stuff up
Nice.
and improve that strength. So let's look at Nordic. So you had a 15.2% asymmetry. So the thing that concerns me is this right side strength. I want above 300. That's like the threshold that I want to see you above. That's really protective for your hamstring. That's what the research kind of says. This is eccentric hamstring strength, so we can improve that. 15.2, also we need to bring that way down.
Yeah.
Okay, so not just they need to catch up, this needs to increase and they both need to kind of get better.
Yep,
okay?
I agree.
Isometric mid-thigh pull, so this is comparative to your last time that you did it, and you're down 11.1%.
Damn.
So we gotta
We gotta back up.
Yeah. But just coming out of season, you know, you're
And I haven't like
focused.
worked out like hard in
Right.
a while.
Right, because that's
Like,
not the focus,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that'll change once we retest. I'm not worried about that. Hop and return, so that's that single leg hopping in that frontal plane, so side to side.
Not
Super important
terrible.
for you, 11.1. Not terrible, but we
Okay,
can bring
definitely.
it down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That'll make you more athletic, more agile. Being able to have that lateral motion is
Quicker
really important for
response.
you. Right, that's that kind of like quickness, that control too. Okay, so you have 9% asymmetry for your single leg hop. So that we definitely want to improve as well. Bring that closer. We need closer to that 6.
Okay.
When you're running, when you're jumping, every time you run, you're just jumping from leg to leg, okay? Super important that we bring that down.
My right side's stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And squat assessment, 2.1%. Beautiful. That's right where we need it to be. So nothing crazy with that. So biggest thing for you is we need to improve hamstring, right? Single leg strength also, plyometric and just kind of controlled strength, and then also internal external rotation.
Yeah.
Clean those areas up, make you that much better.
Kind of shocked about my hamstrings being that bad.
Hey, if we don't measure it, we don't know.
That's true.
We can't change it.
That's true.
All right, I know we tested before. I'm glad you got this new test in that we're doing. Not only does it show your asymmetries and everything like that, it's just good for us to have too, because why? Every girl that comes into our program wants to be like you. So now we can show, you know, every girl from around here how their numbers stack up against you. So that's really good to have too. And also we'll be able to use that for our training going forward, you know, for the USA team. And then, hey, 6 overall draft pick, baby.
Go, baby.
Let's ride. Hey, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, that assessment's very important, and that is kind of what separates us from everyone else in this industry. We need to take a look at what the athlete has, what their baseline is, so we can adjust accordingly to make sure we're tailoring programs to their needs. And also, like I said in the beginning, that's just really good data to have. You know, a girl like Skylar Wallace, that girl strive to be, now they can see how their numbers stack up against hers. So if you want to train exactly like our elite players train in here, we have 2 apps available for you right on your smartphone. The one is the 32 Approach Softball Academy with the GOAT, Sierra Romero. We partnered up together to bring you a year-round softball-specific training app. Also, we have our Summers Method Plus app that is the baseball version of that. That's year-round programming, whether you're a youth player, a high school player, a college player, all the way up to a big league player. That's year-round training program. We take all the guesswork out of both of them for you. So whether you play baseball, whether you play softball, we have what you need, and you can go ahead, get that in the description below, both of them for a 7-day free trial. And always remember, we're pumping out weekly content on this channel. Do us a favor and subscribe for us. Appreciate you. We'll catch you next week. Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you invested.